beacon of hope, the arrival of John Paul II. The world held its breath. It was October 1978. A new pope appeared on the balcony of St. Peter's Square. His name resonated like thunder, John Paul II. A warm smile lit up his face. His eyes, full of compassion, seemed to embrace the crowd. A new chapter in the history of the Church was beginning, a chapter full of hope. Between wars and losses, the forging of a soul. Karol Józef Wojtyła, the future John Paul II, was born in Wadowice, Poland, in 1920. His childhood was marked by loss and uncertainty. The death of his mother when he was only 9 years old left a deep mark on his soul. The shadow of war loomed over Europe. The Nazi invasion of Poland plunged the country into chaos. Karol, still a teenager, witnessed cruelty and barbarity. The Nazi occupation took his brother from him and forced him to work in a quarry. Despite the pain and adversity, Karol's faith remained strong as a rock. He found refuge in prayer and in the theater. On stage, he discovered the power of words, the ability to move and transform through art. The divine call, from Karol to John Paul II. After the war, Karol felt the call to priesthood. He entered the clandestine seminary in Krakow, a path full of sacrifice but also of deep satisfaction. His intelligence and charisma quickly made him stand out. He was ordained a priest in 1946. His pastoral work focused on young people. Through dialogue and understanding, he guided them in faith. His social commitment and his defense of freedom made him an uncomfortable figure for the communist regime. His rise in the church was meteoric. In 1958, he was appointed auxiliary bishop of Krakow. In 1964, archbishop. His participation in the Second Vatican Council marked a turning point in his career. In 1978, Cardinal Karol Wojtyła became the first non-Italian pope in over 4 centuries. The world marveled at the arrival of John Paul II, a young, charismatic pope, full of energy, a pope willing to change the course of history. If you liked this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more inspiring content. A universal shepherd, the pilgrim pope. John Paul II revolutionized the papacy. He broke with protocol and approached the people. His pastoral journeys took him to all 5 continents. He visited more than 120 countries, carrying a message of peace, love, and reconciliation. The crowds received him with joy. His frank smile, his warm gaze, his people skills crossed borders. He spoke with the same ease to presidents as to children, to rich and poor, to believers and non-believers. John Paul II was not afraid of dialogue. He met with religious leaders of different faiths. He promoted the encounter between cultures. He sought to build bridges of understanding in a divided world. His pastoral journeys were not just formal visits, they were true pilgrimages of faith. Pilgrimages that took him to the most remote places on the planet to bring the word of God to those who needed it most. If you were inspired by the life of St. John Paul II, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel. Help us keep his memory and his legacy alive.
¿Y qué tal si te escapas del cielo para darme un abrazo? El abrazo que no pude darte para despedirme. ¿Y qué tal si bajas un poquito para decir mi nombre? Y escuchar que platicas conmigo por un